2020 South Australian Architecture Awards are proudly supported by BlueScope, Brickworks and Dulux, Lysart, Fielders and Bondor, Built Environment Channel, Planned Cover and Architecture Media, as well as Revolution Roofing and the City of Adelaide.
Hello and welcome to the 2020 South Australian Architecture Awards live stream. My name's Viv O'Connell and it is my great pleasure to be your host this evening. To begin, I'd like to acknowledge the lands on which many of the South Australian members are gathered this evening, the traditional country of the Kaurna people of the Adelaide Plains, and I pay respect to elders past and present. I recognise and respect their cultural heritage, beliefs and relationship with the land, and acknowledge that they are of continuing importance to the Kaurna people living today. And I also extend that respect to other Aboriginal language groups and other First Nations. Well, for the members in Adelaide, I hope you're settling back and enjoying your drinks and charcuterie platters from East End Cellars. And for those of you joining us who are new to the awards, I hope you enjoy seeing the fantastic projects tonight. We have 90 entrants, which were assessed by 40 jurors across 13 categories. And now, to set the scene for the announcements, it's my great pleasure to hand over to the South Australian Chapter President, Tony Giannoni.
Welcome everybody to the South Australian Chapter Institute of Architects 2020 Awards Program. Never has the adage of reflecting at a point in time been more relevant as we celebrate the 2020 Awards Program, with projects undertaken before the severe disruption that has been endured in the way we live, work and play. Looking forward, it will be interesting to see how the profession adapts and changes to design outcomes of a new social norm that will influence future parameters of design. As a parochial advocate of visitation to experience the spatial creations of the entrants, it has challenged us all in the way we see and represent entries, and as to how jurors debate and remotely explore the merits of the entries. We all have had to adapt and be flexible to a differing delivery mode of the awards program this year, but one that may reset the norm as we make the switch to virtual. At least we were able to do the first, and hopefully not the last, presentations on a personal front. Every awards program helps us build on a portfolio of work that is representative of our South Australian identity, and we should celebrate and promote our achievements and contribution to our community. This year's entrants reflect a diverse span of nominations, responsive to and relevant to the region and context. We have also seen a large presence of interior architecture and educational projects contributing and influencing innovative working and learning environments. A presence of architects into the infrastructure sector is welcomed in extending our design influence in the state. Interestingly, our view on the adaptation of these environments may be differing coming out of the pandemic environment, giving densification and behavioural influences. A big thank you to the jurors who contribute their valuable time in the promotion of the profession and in so many ways have a difficult task of deliberating and adjudicating on the recipients, especially in adapting to the new remote judging framework. A very special thank you to Leslie for keeping us all grounded and managing the difficulties of uncertainty in this year's process. To Nicolette, Vanessa and Zaf, a big thank you for your collaboration with the profession. And to our sponsors, a big thank you to sticking with us through the whole awards process. Thank you to Christy and Catherine as the awards program directors. And I congratulate all the entrants, regardless of recipient, for putting forward their work and advocating their design integrity in South Australia. Sitting in on many of the early presentations, the sense of storytelling was passionate, evoking, and truly captured the spirit of design. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. Now, there is a lot happening tonight. First up, we have a competition running throughout the evening courtesy of Revolution Roofing. It's a game of skill and a chance to flex your architectural muscle. The name of the game is Name the Architect and the Building. The competition is open to current active members of the South Australian chapter. That's practices or sole traders. I'm afraid this one isn't open to individuals tonight. The prize is a $1,000 cheque, which will be presented to the winning practice at a live gathering a little bit later in the year. And the idea is pretty simple. We're going to be showing you 8 images of South Australian architecture at random throughout the evening, but I will be giving you a little bit of a heads up. They'll be on screen for 15 seconds each, and what you need to do is name the project, the building, and the architect or practice. Then all you need to do is to submit your answers to all 8 images in one direct message to the South Australian chapter's Instagram. The tag here is on the screen, and really important, do it as a direct message, not as a comment. The first practice to get the right answers to all 8 images will be announced the winner. And there's a bonus prize as well for this. If you can pick the connecting theme for all buildings, you're going to go into the draw for a bonus prize. Okay, well, let's get the competition underway. Here's image 1. So make a note, we need the name of the building and the architect or the architectural practice. And I'll be crossing live at the end of the night to Nicolette Delernia, the South Australian Chapter Executive Director, to announce the winner of this prize. And there's another competition coming up as well, which is open to individuals, and that is the Instagram Architectural Prop Competition. This is a competition for the most creative use of an architectural prop. All you need to do is to take a selfie of yourself, your family or your practice and incorporate some kind of architectural prop in that. And I can hear the rolls of butter paper unfurling as I speak. The tag is here on the screen next to me, and again, Nicolette will be announcing the winner at the end of the night when we cross to her. And lastly, a quick note about live crosses. If you've entered this year's awards and you're the recipient of a named award, which is the highest honour in each category, we're going to be crossing live to you for a quick acceptance speech. So if you see a Skype call come through, do please pick up as quickly as you can, because we would love to have a chat. And now, let's get on with the announcements.
Hi, I'm Socrates of Peddlethorpe Architects, and you're watching the SA Architecture Awards.
Thank you, Socrates from Peddlethorpe, and nice work, kids, getting into that shot. We'll begin with urban design, and the jury for this category also assessed the commercial and small project architecture categories. And to introduce the category, it is my great pleasure to hand over to the South Australian Premier, Stephen Marshall.
This year's South Australian Architecture Awards are being celebrated in a much different way than in previous years. Our way of life has changed significantly, and the coronavirus pandemic has presented industries with unforeseen challenges. But by working together, South Australians have flattened the curve, and step by step we are reopening industries and rebooting our economy. 2020 has been a big year for the South Australian Architecture Awards, with 90 entries and all categories represented. Your industry continues to shape our city, our suburbs and our regional areas. Buildings bring people together. They're a place to call home, and they're a reflection of our community values. Congratulations to everyone represented in this year's awards. Now, let's take a look at the urban design category nominations. The first is Union House Cloister by Swanby Penglaze. And the second is Oakland Station by Cox Architecture and Aspect Studios. And the jury has awarded the highest honour in this category, the Gavin Walkley Award for Urban Design, to Oakland Station by Cox Architecture and Aspect Studios. Congratulations to the team. This project has eased congestion, provided grade separation and improved pedestrian and bicycle connectivity. Well done to everyone involved.
This is an excellent demonstration of how the technical requirements of an infrastructure project are enhanced through the engagement of architects, landscape architects and urban designers. The necessity of lowering the station to the rail corridor prompted an architectural statement visible from the street, maintaining connectivity and openness. Vibrant coloured surfaces guide users to the station, while public artwork from local artists visually connects the history of the area to the community. The attention to detail through the inclusion of natural materials, new planting and existing gum trees all work together to enhance the public realm. Congratulations, Cox Architecture and Aspect Studios. And I'm joined now by Adam Hannon and the Cox team. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you so much. Look, on behalf of everyone here at Cox and Aspect Studios, we're really delighted to receive this award. It's great that a public railway station has received the award this year. None of this, of course, would be possible without DIPTI and ADASA. We'd like to thank them for their role in a public project. We'd also like to thank everyone on the design team and, of course, PTPA, the engineers and builders who actually prioritised urban design and made the project possible. On behalf of everyone here, we're delighted. Thanks very much.
Well, that's fantastic, and the jury were particularly impressed with the contribution that this project has made to the public realm. Can you tell us a little bit about what your aspirations were for the impact this would have on the community?
Yeah, look, I think the community aspect was one of the real changing points for us on the project, and understanding that the design of the project at ground level, but also the design of the project in the lowered corridor was equally as important, and the community connections. The landscape content, and I'm joined here by Tim and Aspect and all their great team, provided a huge amount of design support on the project and worked with us architecturally and urban as well. But it was really a joint effort about how we really bring the public realm to life and combine that with an active public railway station.
Fantastic, and I understand government and council were also involved in this project, so it was a truly collaborative team effort in terms of the implementation as well. Is there anything you'd like to say about that side of it?
Yeah, look, it's of course, as a public project, government were very much involved in all of the briefing and the scoping of the project, but we had a lot of contribution from council, and they were really a big part of developing a lot of the community program, the public art program, a lot of the landscape content, and really bringing everything together. And without both of those partners, the project wouldn't have been possible in that collaborative effort that you spoke about.
Fantastic. Well, look, congratulations once again, the first named award of the evening. A big shout out to everyone there. And how many of the team have you got there? Big group. Looks like a big group. Lovely. Well, congratulations, guys. Have a wonderful night. See you soon.
Hi, we're Matthews Architects.
Hi, we're Matthews Architects.
We're Matthews Architects.
And you're watching. You're watching.
You're watching the SA Architecture Awards.
Thanks, Matthews Architects. The next two categories are commercial architecture and small project architecture. And Sean Stevens from commercial architecture sponsor Revolution Roofing has sent through this message.
Thanks, Viv. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good night wherever you are. I'm Sean Stevens, the architectural rep at Revolution Roofing. Unfortunately, I'm not getting up and dancing today. I think COVID's got much bigger plans for 2020. Revolution Roofing are proud supporters of the Institute of Architects, and we love supporting the architecture industry in general, and we look forward to supporting you guys for many more years to come. So now let's take a look at these two categories.
Spark at the Whitmore by Troppo Architects. Swanbury Penglaze Office by Swanbury Penglaze. T4 Tonsley by Tridente Boyce. Walkerville Vet by Cab Architects. And Dowidul Cellar Door by Schultz Vinyl. Thank you, Sean. We'll begin with the commercial architecture announcements, where the jury has awarded one commendation and the named award. The commendation goes to Walkerville Vet by Cab Architects. The jury noted the civic generosity and friendliness to the front of house that foils the highly technical and unique veterinary functional requirements, which is a highly commendable achievement of the design team. Congratulations, Cab Architects. And the Keith Neighbour Award for Commercial Architecture, the highest honour in this category, goes to Spark at the Whitmore by Troppo Architects. This outstanding architectural interpretation of an enterprising, proudly South Australian business is a neighbourhood corner pub, microbrewery, part treehouse escape, activating a principal city square and making the most of a 3-street facing site. The intense energy that went into the process and the genuine client-architect-builder collaboration is evident in the detailed execution. The artisanal, light industrial curation of retained heritage fabric, with significant contemporary additions, heralds the latest incarnation of the Whitmore Hotel. and is the perfect new home for the brilliant spark. Congratulations, Troppo Architects. And I'm joined now by Ryan Horsnell and the Troppo team. Congratulations, guys.
Hello.
Hello, give us a wave. Thank you, that's more like it. Well, look, how does it feel to be, how does it feel to receive this award, guys?
Oh, fantastic. What an exciting project to win an award for.
And one of the things the jury commented on was the sense of tremendous energy that went into this project. Can you give us a little bit of background about how it all came about?
The energy, well, you can see from behind me, that's the energy right there. It was a... We had... Oh, that's right, mate. Yeah, we had...
They're not letting you get a word in.
We had a great builder and a great team, and also a fantastic client that the energy kept on the whole way through with our little story. And tells the story as we coined on site.
Fantastic. And is there anyone in particular that you'd like to acknowledge? Because I understand this was a truly collaborative effort.
Oh, where do I start? Anyone. T-Con, C-Con, PT engineers, building the builder, every single trade helped us through. Aggie the brewer, also Spark, Rose and Carrie, they were instrumental in the final product. And every single person behind me all had some piece of helping us.
Fantastic. And what do you think it means to the client for the project to receive this award tonight?
Oh, they'll be stoked, super stoked.
Excellent. All right, well, it looks like you guys are having a great night already, but I hope the celebrations continue well into the evening. Congratulations once again.
Thank you. Cheers.
You. And in the category of small project architecture, the jury has awarded one commendation, which goes to Dowie Dool Cellar Door by Schultz Vinyl. This modest composition of adapted shipping containers houses a refined interior of tactile materials and bespoke detailing. The jury commends this transformation of a neglected site into a unique visitor destination, thoughtful, accessible in every sense, and destined to become the Claren Vale's latest draw card. Congratulations, Schultz Vinyl. And before we move on to interior architecture, we're about to bring up mystery image number 2. So remember, you need to correctly name the building and the architectural practice. Let's take a look at image 2. Those 15 seconds go pretty quickly, don't they? The next category is interior architecture, supported by the Institute's major national partner, Dulux. And Grant Melville has sent through this message.
Hello everyone. At Dulux we recognise that innovation, quality and the use of colour are an important part of the building process. We are pleased to be able to support the Australian Institute of Architects Interiors category, and this year there's been a particularly large field of entrants. Let's have a look at the 16 nominees.
Bar Smith South redevelopment by ARM Architecture. Mitcham Memorial Library redevelopment by Design Inc. Trinity College Innovation and Creativity School by Detail Studio. Pembroke Middle School redevelopment by Grieve Gillette Anderson. Salisbury Community Hub by Hassel. Piyinthi by JPE Design Studio. Allied Health Building, Lot 14, also by JPE Design Studio. Mill Film by Studio 9 Architects. Fino Vino by Studio Graham. The Guardsman by Studio Graham. Leigh Street Wine Room, also by Studio Graham. Swanbury Penglaze Office by Swanbury Penglaze. Fleuriot White House by Taylor Buckman Architecture. Education Support Hub by Walter Brook. Rose Park Residence by Williams Burton Leopardi. And BHP Adelaide by Woods Bagot. From a field of 16 entrants, the jury has awarded 3 commendations, 1 award and the named award. The first commendation goes to Salisbury Community Hub by Hassel. Respectful and authentic references to the late modern antecedent interiors contribute to a welcoming, robust and responsive interior. The jury noted the clever use of a strong marketplace concept, which is translated distinctively into the final design and spatial planning. Congratulations, Hassel. A commendation is also awarded to Bar Smith South Redevelopment by ARM Architecture. This project demonstrates impressive technical mastery of scale, colour and pattern to integrate 3-dimensional furniture and spatial elements with 2-dimensional surface treatments. And the jury commends the architect's approach when faced with the challenges of the subterranean. Congratulations, ARM. And the third commendation goes to Pembroke Middle School Redevelopment by Grieve Gillette Anderson. The jury were inspired by the unapologetic and clever use of bold colour and materials in this building, where the learning of craft and technology can be engaged with firsthand, and noted the project showcases a remarkable collaboration between designer, client and student. Congratulations, Grieve Gillette Anderson. And an award for interior architecture goes to BHP Adelaide by Woods Bagot. This is an exemplar commercial interior, the result of a thorough research-based design methodology, and the project has delivered significant workplace culture benefits for BHP. The jury applauds the prioritisation of inclusiveness in the design approach, which allows for a diversity of users, including family-friendly areas and spaces for calm contemplation, as well as recreation. Congratulations, Woods Bagot. And the highest honour in this category, the Robert Dixon Award for Interior Architecture, goes to Fino Vino by Studiogram. Fino Vino presents a palette of materials that speaks to the South Australian landscape. An understated and refined interior allows every material to stand alone and yet blend harmoniously. The duality between raw, dilapidated tenancy and refined furnishings and interior find connection with the raw produce and fine food of the restaurant. The jury was impressed with the architect's clever spatial planning and collaboration with local artists, artisans and fabricators to produce a space that is restrained but acutely detailed. Congratulations, Studiogram. And Dave Bickmore from Studiogram joins me with the team, it looks like. Congratulations, guys. Nice work. Have you got one of those charcuterie platters going on in the background there?
There's actually quite a bit of pizza on the table. But,
oh, nice. Oh, you are making me hungry. But look, down to business. The jury commented that this project was very much about South Australia. Can you tell me a little bit about the client's brief for this?
Well, I guess, yeah, the clients have a well-established brand in South Australia in the hospitality scene, and their previous 2 restaurants have been in regional areas, so they wanted to kind of maintain a connection to, I guess, the regions in which their produce comes from, and we kind of took that literally and really looked to try and, I guess, celebrate the South Australian kind of makers and creatives that exist here in SA.
Fantastic. And what did the team enjoy most about working on this?
It's always a pleasure to work with really inspiring people, and I'm sure Sharon, David, and Sarah will be stoked when we let them know of the great news. But I don't know, it's a great project, and it really does highlight some of the amazing kind of makers that we've got here, which is makes our job easier, and it's nice to to celebrate those guys.
And your practice is well known for your spirit of collaboration and working with craftspeople. Is there anyone that you particularly like to acknowledge tonight?
I guess, well, there's quite a few, but in particular Build Inc., who were the builders, and I think they've got 2 gongs tonight. They're also involved in Spark at the Whitmore, but yeah, just Build Inc. overseeing it, and our clients. So, you know, they were fantastic. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, look, enjoy the rest of the night, guys. Congratulations to you and your client once again, and have a great night.
Thank you. Bye.
No worries. And we're about to reveal the next mystery image, so get your pens ready. We'll be showing it after these next couple of messages from the award sponsors.
Dulux Wash and Wear for a superior washable finish. If it's worth doing, it's worth Dulux.
For award-winning profiles, select Revolution Roofing.
We're the SA Sonorists, Jamie Doherty,
Liam Dole,
and you're watching the SA Architecture Awards.
Okay, that's 3 images down and 5 more to go. And as we head into the next round of announcements, we have a few words from the South Australian Awards Director, Christy McMillan, who sat down with Nicolette Delernia just the other day.
This year, when we weren't able to do site visits, how did the process work, and how did we take that into account?
It certainly created some challenges for the juries. It brought forward a lot of healthy conversation around the physical experience of architecture, where the experience of a space goes beyond what you can capture and convey in images. So we're so used to seeing architecture in the media with projects like Grand Designs, where the experience of the architecture is conveyed through panoramas, music, fly-throughs or personal accounts. So in this year we tried to replicate that experience of architecture in a virtual way. So this year we asked the entrants to resubmit additional materials, pictures, sketches, contextual imagery, just to help the jury understand the experience of the architecture. The jury also had the chance to ask further questions of the entrants, just about things like site context, about the arrival experience, about the sort of little hidden moments that might not have been captured in the original presentation. And while nothing can take away the physical experience of architecture, this gave the entrants the best chance to showcase their designs. So yeah, a big thank you has to go to all of the entrants and the juries just for their resilience this year. Personally, I enjoyed hearing the architects' presentations, hearing them explain their approach and the stories behind their designs, and then seeing the design outcome. In the broader context, the awards are our opportunity to showcase the projects to the community and to demonstrate the value of architecture.
Thanks, Christy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Christy. Now, the winning projects tonight will all go through for consideration by the National Jury for a National Architecture Award later in the year. But there's another announcement that also sends the winner through for national consideration, and that is the Emerging Architect Prize. And just a few years back, South Australia's own Anthony Balsamo took out the prestigious national award. So a big shout out to you, Anthony, if you're watching this evening. As well as high professional design standards, the Emerging Architect Prize recognises involvement, contribution and leadership across professional affiliations, education and community as primary elements of the valuable role architects play in communities and in society. This year's jurors were presented with an extremely strong field of entrants, and they have awarded the 2020 Emerging Architect Prize to Erin Crowden from Williams Burton Leopardi. Erin has demonstrated a unique commitment to the Institute, student engagement and also the broader community over many years, commencing soon after graduating and continuing to this day. The jury congratulates Erin for leadership through the Institute at a local and national level. The Emerging Architects Graduate Network, SONA, the Adelaide City Prize and WDAC, while also providing key practice roles on multiple award-winning projects. Congratulations, Erin Crowden. And Erin wasn't able to join us this evening, but she has sent through this quick message.
Thanks, Viv. Wow, I'm humbled to receive this recognition. And I think a massive thanks is owed to everyone who has helped me and encouraged me and supported me, mentored me over the last few years especially. A huge thank you to my family and my husband who supported me wholeheartedly and enabled me to continue my involvement in the wider architectural profession while starting a young family. Two wise people have reinforced to me that architecture and design can't happen in a silo. So to Dave and Soph and my WBL family, thank you for encouraging me and challenging me to be better. This extends to the Imagine community, both here in SA and now nationally. What a motivated and inspirational group of people to be involved with. I'm so proud of how we've grown exponentially over the last few years. And we've now got a really strong voice to help shape the direction of architecture in our country. Thank you to the SA chapter staff, Nicolette and Vanessa and Leslie. You do a lot of work under a lot of pressure. And to Tony for helping me find my voice at a national level, especially over the last few months in some pretty crazy times. This award has been received by some amazingly talented architects, and I think that shows that it can contribute to the idea of architecture as community and celebrating everyone's successes to build a stronger profession as a whole. So thank you again for this honour, and I hope I can continue to support and encourage and advocate for the next generation of architects. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hi, we're Imagine SA.
And you're watching the SA Architecture Awards.
Yay!
Congratulations, Erin, and thanks Imagine for that message. Before we move on to the City of Adelaide Prize, let's take a look at mystery image number 4. And now to the City of Adelaide Prize, now in its 11th year. The prize is a collaboration between the Institute and the City of Adelaide, and to set the scene for this prestigious prize and to announce the winners, I'd like to introduce the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, Sandy Verschoor.
Hello everyone. The City of Adelaide is once again proud to be sponsoring this award. Great architecture is about more than just buildings. It also includes the public spaces between and around these buildings and the activity that occurs there. Adelaide is a city designed for life, and the City of Adelaide Prize Award recognises innovative projects that activate and enliven the city's public spaces and engage with the community, making it a great place to live, work and have fun. Let's take a look at the nominations for the 2020 City of Adelaide Prize.
Paloma Bar and Pantry by Claire Kneebone and Folland Panozzo Architects. Memorial Drive Centre Court Redevelopment by Cox Architecture. Tikaturka Student Accommodation by Phillips Pilkington Architects. Madre by Rad Studio. St Aloysius College AR Community Mural by Riggs Digital and St Aloysius College students, staff and community. Part-Time Lover by Sans Arc Studio. Union House Cloister by Swanbury Penglaze. Spark at the Whitmore by Troppo Architects. And U-City by Woods Bagot.
For this year's City of Adelaide Prize, the jury have awarded 2 commendations along with the ultimate prize. The first commendation goes to Part-Time Lover by Sans Arc Studio. The second commendation goes to Tika Turka Student Accommodation by Phillips Pilkington Architects. And now it gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2020 City of Adelaide Prize has been awarded to U-City by Woods Bagot. Congratulations.
Through collaborative and intuitive design, U-City sets a new benchmark for multiple-use buildings in the City of Adelaide. Through clever and well-resolved design, it responds to a brief that can only be described as heroic in scale and complexity, brought together in beautiful detailing and form with a clear focus on social and environmental sustainability. Meticulous planning and detailed engagement with the end users throughout the design process allows the architecture to seamlessly mask an impressive range of health and wellbeing services, aged care, a church and public open space. The jury commends both client and architect for their evident partnership in realising a great outcome for the City of Adelaide. Congratulations, Woods Bagot. And I'm joined now by Alex Hall and the team at Woods Bagot. Congratulations.
Hello.
Alex, can I ask, what is it you're holding in your hand there?
It's the marvellous City of Adelaide trophy. Oh, wow. Everyone's seen.
Oh, excellent. A very impressive piece of sculpture there. Now, the jury described the brief for this project as being heroic in its scale and complexity. Without going into too much detail, though, can you give us an idea of how the team approached this epic task?
Yeah, it was an incredibly ambitious project and obviously aligned with Uniting Communities, who do so much for the City of Adelaide as well, which is why this project, to win this award with this project is so meaningful, I think. It really gives them recognition about the ambition that they had as part of their project, and we were lucky that we were able to be part of that process and sort of help them create a building that creates a platform for them to do their work.
Wonderful. And Woods Bagot is obviously a global practice, but with strong links to Adelaide. Can I ask what it feels like to have contributed to the CBD in this way with such an iconic building?
It's always great to work on projects in your own city. You can always see the impact of that, and particularly this one being just around the corner as well, which is very, very handy. But obviously we're very proud South Australians, and we love our city, and to win the City of Adelaide Prize with our project work, it means a lot to us.
Wonderful. And is there anyone else that you'd like to acknowledge, Alex?
Of course, there's a huge project team that's behind this, and I probably should
give a wave, guys.
But also the client Uniting Communities, they really brought the ambition and led the project, and particularly Simon Sharple, the CEO, really led us, and we were able to create a project which was unique and obviously does a lot for the community, which we're very proud of.
Wonderful. Well, look, congratulations to you and the team once again, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Hi, we're Val, and you're watching the SA Chapter Architecture Awards.
Next up, we have the City of Adelaide Prize People's Choice Award, supported by the Australian Institute of Landscape Architects, the Design Institute of Australia, Guildhouse, the Planning Institute of Australia and City Mag. And I'd like to hand over to Josh Fanning, City Mag founder, to say a few words and announce this year's winner.
Hi everyone, it's my great pleasure to be with you tonight at the Australian Institute of Architects Awards for 2020. My name's Josh Fanning. I'm the founder of City Mag, and it was our sort of privilege, I guess, to present the City of Adelaide Prize People's Choice Award this year. And I think it was a great partnership because, of course, I'm going to say that, but for me, I've always seen design as inextricably linked with the attitude, the atmosphere, and the vibe of a city. And what I've noticed over 7 years of making City Mag is that fundamental role design has played in changing how we viewed our city, how we've used our city. So this year we had some incredible entries into the City of Adelaide Prize, from, amazing adaptive reuse projects through to incredible street art, come virtual reality tours of the city. And Adelaide is better for it. So without further ado, and potentially without a drum roll, it's my pleasure to announce that the 2020 City of Adelaide Prize People's Choice Award goes to St Aloysius College AR Community Mural by Riggs Digital and St Aloysius College students, staff and community. Congratulations to all involved.
Thanks, Josh, and to all the People's Choice supporters, and congratulations to the team. Before we move on to the next announcements, pick up your pens one more time, because we are about to bring up mystery image number 5. The next category is residential architecture, alterations and additions. Let's take a look at the nominees. Sidekick by Archaea. Lockley's House by Architects Inc. Hawthorne Residence by Grieve Gillette Anderson. Through the Looking Glass by John Adam Architect. Outside the Box by Troppo Architects. And Rose Park Residence by Williams Burton Leopardi. In this category, the jury has awarded 2 commendations, 1 award and the named award. The first commendation goes to Sidekick by Archaea. Through a series of key design moves, subtract, pinch, mould, outline and celebrate, Archaea have successfully reconfigured a period villa. This delightful project will continue to settle in its place as deciduous foliage matures and produces some soft shadow play on the interior spaces. Congratulations, Archaea! The second commendation goes to Hawthorne Residence by Grieve Gillette Anderson. Originally designed by celebrated architect Newell Platten, the project demonstrates restraint and respect for the underlying bones of the existing building. By paring back the interiors to create an aesthetic which responds to the client's present-day needs, this house demonstrates the timelessness of well-designed residential architecture when coupled with sensitive and intelligent alterations. Congratulations, Grieve Gillette Anderson! The award goes to Through the Looking Glass by John Adam Architect. Making no apologies for its individuality, the use of a metaphor from Alice in Wonderland reflects an exciting and bold intervention to an archetypical mid-20th century Australian brick house. Alterations filled with joy and exuberance are as much a result of the clients' and tradespeople's participation as they are of the architect's role as a collaborator, enabling individuals to express their lives and personalities through the building they inhabit and love. Congratulations, John Adam Architect! And the highest honour in this category, the John Schenk Award for Residential Architecture, Houses, Alterations and Additions, goes to Outside the Box by Troppo Architects. This project reimagined a dark villa with a south-facing 1990s addition into a light-filled extension embedded in a garden. A conscious decision to improve existing space has resulted in a project that added only 35 square metres to the overall building area. Troppo Architects have provided natural light, cross-ventilation and thermal mass, while the play of materials and detailing of connections between timber and steel are well resolved, precise and provide a sense of warmth. The project delivers authentic and comfortable spaces with an inherent connection to nature, which the family will enjoy for many years to come. Congratulations, Troppo Architects. And we are back with the Troppo party, this time talking with Tane Patterson. Hi Tane, congratulations.
Hi, how you going? Thanks very much.
Oh, absolute pleasure. Look, you guys are obviously having a big party. Yeah. Nice work, team. Tane, what can you tell us about this project? I understand from the jury this was much more about improving space rather than necessarily adding to it. Is that the case?
Yeah, it was all about connecting with the garden, getting the northern light in and getting away from the big box that was stopping all that from happening. So it was about getting light and ventilation and having some wow about it as well, with some really big sliding doors.
Fantastic. And tell me, what do the clients think of the project? And are they perhaps either there with you or are they watching tonight?
They're off in the Flinders, actually, enjoying the great outdoors. Oh. So whether they're watching, I'm not sure.
They're way outside the box.
Yeah, way outside the box.
They are way outside the box, right? And can you tell me, what did you and the practice enjoy most about working on this project?
Like with every project, we love working with the clients and getting to know them and getting to produce a product which they love and like to enjoy and make their lives better.
Fantastic. And is there anyone that you'd like to acknowledge, maybe within your team there, or the builder, for example?
The builder, Hocking Constructions, but the whole team. Everyone's fantastic.
It was all you. You don't
James was the architect on this one as well. So, yeah. Good
Fantastic.
job.
Oh, congratulations. Give us a wave. That's awesome. Well, look, thank you so much, guys, and congratulations once again. And look, keep enjoying the night.
Will do. Thank you. See ya. Bye.
And now to the category of heritage. Let's take a look at who's in the running. Smith Memorial Chapel by Arcuate Architecture. Allied Health Building, Lot 14 by JPE Design Studio. Payinthi, also by JPE Design Studio. The Guardsman by Studiogram. And Spark at the Whitmore by Troppo Architects. In the category of heritage, the jury has awarded one commendation, one award, and the named award. The commendation goes to Allied Health Building, Lot 14 by JPE Design Studio. The design team has transformed the existing austere institutional spaces into a series of dynamic, distinctive interiors for a mix of innovation tenants. Intrusive later additions were removed and significant heritage fabric has been carefully conserved to provide the backdrop for co-working spaces while showcasing heritage values. Congratulations, JPE Design Studio. And an award goes to Spark at the Whitmore by Troppo Architects. Known to date from the 1870s, works to the hotel involved the meticulous paring back of layers, unearthing an original 1851 structure, rewriting the significance of the site. Due to the compressed program, one could expect a series of knee-jerk reactions to those discoveries, yet Troppo produced a series of innovative internal spaces, well executed, sympathetic, and balanced in interpretation between both new and old. Congratulations, Troppo! And the highest honour in this category, the David Saunders Award for Heritage, goes to Smith Memorial Chapel by Arcuate Architecture. This 150-year-old Gothic icon within West Terrace Cemetery is an exemplar of contemporary conservation practice. An early photograph provided clear visual evidence of lost architectural decoration to the roof, spire, and carved stone grotesques, informing the meticulous and sensitive conservation project. The decayed slate flag floor was lifted and rebedded on limecrete, managing moisture movement in a traditional but innovative manner. Traditional trades were sourced to replace the complex roof sheeting, carve new grotesques, repair delicate timber mouldings, and even forge decorative front door hinges. The architects are to be congratulated for their dedication to this architectural jewel. Congratulations, Arcuate Architecture. And I'm joined now by Ian Hamilton from Arcuate. Congratulations, Ian.
Thanks very much. Really pleased. Thank you.
Pleasure. Now, I understand your practice is particularly passionate about heritage projects and giving them a sustainable future. Can you tell us a little bit about what it meant to the practice to be able to work on this particular project?
Oh, I mean, this is a gem of a building. This is a very rare building. A neo-Gothic, an early neo-Gothic mortuary chapel is a very rare thing, and it was such a comprehensive repair and conservation project, right from the footings to the very apex of the cross. We conserved everything. We repaired and conserved the whole building, which is rare and a fantastic opportunity. And just being such a small project, it was something we could really focus a lot of attention on.
And what did you enjoy most about it? It looked like there was a great deal of crafting and care that went into this.
Yeah, I can't speak highly enough of the subcontractors. They were all fantastic. Brimblecombe Builders were great to work with, and it was just a joy to work on. I mean, to get to carve new grotesques and new gargoyles, and to work with the lead work that James Henry Roofing did for us. I mean, it was a gem of a project, as I say, fantastic to work with.
And can I ask what it means to you and also to the client to be acknowledged with the named award in this particular category?
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have the client here, but I know they'll be absolutely delighted. And I mean, I'm so pleased I can barely speak. It's fantastic. I just, I'm sitting here quietly having a beer to myself, but I'm really, really pleased. So.
Oh well, look.
I should have gone to Troppo's party. It sounds fantastic. But
yeah, look, I don't know where they are, but I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding them. I'm sure there's a bit of noise going on around wherever they are. Yeah. Well, look, congratulations once again to you and the team, Ian, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. Congratulations once again.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. All the best.
Hello, it's Ian
and Hayley
from Arcuate, and we're standing outside our sunny Glen Osmond studio. We wish everybody all the very best on the night with the awards, and we'll see you very soon. All the best.
Thank you, Arcuate. And before we announce the award for Enduring Architecture, here's the next mystery image. And now to the category of Enduring Architecture, which celebrates buildings of outstanding merit that continue to be important as high-quality works of architecture. It also provides a platform for promoting the values of 20th century architecture to both clients and to the community. So without any further ado, the Jack Cheeseman Award for Enduring Architecture goes to Nonyara Chapel by Cheeseman, Doley, Brabham and Neighbour. Completed in 1963, the chapel celebrates its position overlooking the Adelaide Plains from within a shaded area on the edge of Bel Air. The form of a light pavilion structure on top of a sandstone base on the side of the hill is simple and remains effective, and the building largely retains its original interior. Externally, the simple construction enhances the lightness of the chapel above its base. This small project remains relevant, attractive and appreciated by the many people who use it, making it a most worthy recipient of the Jack Cheeseman Award for Enduring Architecture. And Nonyara Chapel will now go through for consideration for a National Enduring Architecture Award to be announced later in the year. The next announcement is the Sir James Irwin President's Medal, which recognises excellence in a contribution to architecture, whether by individuals, partnerships or government agencies. And it's my pleasure to announce that the South Australian Chapter President, Tony Giannoni, has awarded this year's medal to Elizabeth Vines for her exemplary role in championing and reimagining South Australia's cultural heritage. Elizabeth is an award-winning conservation architect, urban designer, author and experienced public speaker, past president of Australian ICOMOS and respected academic at Deakin, Melbourne and Hong Kong universities. She is a partner in the firm McDougall and Vines, a practice which has an exemplary record of achievement in conservation architecture and heritage town rejuvenation throughout Australia and Asia. And she consults for a wide range of government authorities and local councils throughout the region. And Liz couldn't join us this evening, but she has sent through this message.
It's a great honour to receive this medal, and I will use the prestige bestowed by this award to continue to advocate for the protection of our built heritage. The proposed planning code for South Australia concerns me greatly. It generally weakens heritage protection and removes schedules of contributory items. Let us all as architects lobby to ensure that the code is improved and reviewed prior to its imminent introduction. Instead of demolition and rebuilding, let us adaptively reuse our heritage, retaining its embedded energy. This is the most sustainable way forward. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz, and congratulations once again. And now the Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture, supported by the Institute's principal partner, BlueScope.
For me, the pull of the Australian landscape is that it's got this beaten, weathered harshness, which is contrasted by these beautiful colours and soft matte surfaces. I love how a matte surface holds light, how it diffuses the light. It's absolute joy to photograph. It's like Colorbond steel matte. It's strong, enduring, yet subtle in its beauty.
And to say a few words and introduce this year's shortlist, I'd like to hand over to South Australia's BlueScope representative, Mark Amos.
Hi everyone, my name's Mark Amos and I'm the Specification Manager for BlueScope Steel, the Institute's principal corporate partner. An honour we've enjoyed now for the last 35 years. I hope you're all safe, well and keeping busy in these unprecedented times. Having spoken to a few of you over this mad period, I'd say you'd embrace the changes in the typically architect problem-solving manner and continuing to lead the collective design community forward. On behalf of BlueScope, I'd like to congratulate all the nominees and thank them for their extra effort in presenting their submissions this year, especially without any site visits. I'd also like to thank the local chapter staff who have put this event together this year in its unfamiliar format. And now on to the Colorbond Award. It's great to see such a strong field this year, and let's take a look at who's in the running.
Oakland Station by Cox Architecture. Pembroke Middle School redevelopment by Grieve Gillette Anderson. Through the Looking Glass by John Adam Architect. Cabra Dominican College, Kallaruga Hall by Russell and Yelland Architects. The Lights Community and Sports Centre by Studio 9 Architects. Swanbury Penglaze Office by Swanbury Penglaze. And Spark at the Whitmore by Troppo Architects. Thanks, Mark, and thanks also to BlueScope for your long-standing support of the Institute and this award. So without any further ado, the winner of the 2020 Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture is Pembroke Middle School redevelopment by Grieve Gillette Anderson. The Colorbond cladding with its variable pan width and matte finish adds softness and depth to the otherwise hard-edged facade, while staying true to the robust nature of the education program housed within. Standing seams at varying intervals provide an urban-scaled texture against more monolithic concrete elements and the smooth, flush-framed glazing, modulating the scale of the building within the context of the smaller buildings surrounding the site. The architecture celebrates the opportunities provided by steel, resulting in a sculptural building expressive of a lively culture of contemporary learning. Congratulations, Grieve Gillette Anderson. And I am joined now by Victoria Clarkson and the team. Congratulations, guys. Balloons! I'm loving it. Now, Victoria, I'm not sure if I can see you there in the throng. Hello, hello. Well, congratulations. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the context to this project? I know that the jury was particularly impressed with the way you guys modulated the scale within its context. Give us a little bit of background to where the site is, if that's okay.
The site is in Kensington, and it is on the boundary of Burnside Council and Norwood Plain and St Peters Council, and it's adjacent to residential zones, so it was important to respect the residential scale and the context of Kensington.
Fantastic. And how have the clients responded to this project? It looks absolutely extraordinary. Oh, is this the client? Hello. Well, tell us what you think, if that's all right.
Sorry?
Oh, please tell us what you think of the project.
The project's fantastic. So it's a great result and a great outcome. We're very excited and loving using the building.
Oh, wonderful. Well, of course, the project is now going through for consideration for the National Colorbond Award for Steel Architecture. So all the very best with that. I might leave you guys to the party now, but enjoy the rest of the night.
We're Leigh Street and you're watching the SA Architecture Awards.
Thanks for that message, Greaves-Gillett-Anderson, and congratulations once again to the team. Coming up next is sustainable architecture, but first, here is image number 7 in the competition tonight, so get your pens ready. And now to sustainable architecture. Let's take a look at the 15 projects in this category. Sidekick by Archaea. Smith Memorial Chapel by Arcuate Architecture. Mitcham Memorial Library Redevelopment by Design Inc. Pembroke Middle School Redevelopment by Greaves-Gillett-Anderson. Satayama Crow's Nest by John Adam Architect. Through the Looking Glass, also by John Adam Architect. Allied Health Building, Lot 14 by JPE Design Studio. Pulteney Grammar Middle School, also by JPE Design Studio. Pienthi by JPE Design Studio. Walford Anglican School for Girls, Ellen Benham Science Centre by Matthews Architects. Nico Retreat by Max Pritchard Gunner Architects. Wall House 2 by Nathan Etherington Architect. Dowie Dool Cellar Door by Schultz Vinnell. Christian Brothers College Centre of Innovation and Learning by Swanbury Penglaze. And U-City by Woods Bagot. And in the category of sustainable architecture, the jury has given 2 commendations and 1 award. The first commendation goes to Satayama Crow's Nest by John Adam Architect. Born of personal connection with and deep understanding of the site, this charming retreat balances aesthetics with passive design principles that go beyond the building envelope. Siting, orientation, raised footing system and landscaping come together in a considered and skillful manner. Congratulations, John Adam Architect. The second commendation goes to Dowie Dool Cellar Door by Schultz Vinnell. The carefully selected materials age gracefully in a reflection of the seasonal nature of the organic vineyards that surround this project, and the design embraces regenerative design principles, as well as being versatile and adaptable, designed to be relocated and reused as part of a larger, long-term vision for the site. Congratulations once again to Schultz Vinnell. And the award for sustainable architecture goes to Allied Health Building Lot 14 by JPE Design Studio. This is a successful transformation of one of the oldest hospital wings of the relocated Royal Adelaide Hospital into a sustainable co-working hub. Challenging the brief for a 5-star Green Star rating and ending with the first 6-star heritage refurbished building in Australia, this project sets the tone for the precinct redevelopment of Lot 14, a global innovation neighbourhood of entrepreneurship, research collaboration and cultural activity. Congratulations on the second award for the evening, JPE. And we'll be taking a quick break with some messages from the award sponsors. But first up, here is the final mystery image of the competition tonight. It's coming up in just a moment. And a quick heads up, at the end of this very short break, we will be giving you a quick recap of all 8 images tonight. So pens at the ready, here it comes.
The Built Environment channel is a free streaming service specifically for built environment professionals. You'll receive a dedicated screen in your office on which will broadcast industry news, your own content and lots of design inspiration too.
Why do you think we feel an emotional connection to brick?
When we start looking at the design, what colour, what texture, we sort of look at the red earth of the heart of Australia.
How do you think that people will view the building in 50 years' time?
We talk about a lot of it is about designing for timeless beauty. There's also another ways of look at design for the moment.
Live from Catherine, you're watching the 2020 Awards.
And here's the quick wrap-up of the 8 images tonight. Image 1. Image 2. Image 3. Image 4. Image 5. Image 6. Image 7. And image 8. So, as soon as you can, send your direct messages on Instagram to ADL Archigram, because we'll be crossing live to Nicolette Delernia in about 20 minutes or so to see who has won the prize. Good luck to you all. And now to the category of educational architecture. Let's take a look at the projects in the running. St Martin's Catholic School, new junior primary building by Detail Studio. Trinity College Innovation and Creativity School, also by Detail Studio. Pembroke Middle School redevelopment by Grieve Gillette Anderson. Pulteney Grammar Middle School by JPE Design Studio. Walford Anglican School for Girls, Ellen Benham Science Centre by Matthews Architects. Nazareth Catholic College Caritas Centre by Russell and Yellen Architects. Cabra Dominican College, Kallaruga Hall, also by Russell and Yellen Architects. Christian Brothers College, Centre of Innovation and Learning by Swanbury Penglaze. Craigmore High School STEM Project by Tridente Boyce. And Kildare College Brigadine Centre by Walter Brook. And this was quite a field of entrants. The jury has given 3 commendations, 2 awards, and the named award in this category. The first commendation goes to Trinity College Innovation and Creativity School by Detail Studio. Deriving its base from the original log cabin on the site, the project twists to express a future master plan and provides an integration of complex requirements across multiple spaces throughout the reimagined learning environment. Congratulations, Detail Studio! A commendation is also awarded to St Martin's Catholic School New Junior Primary Building, also by Detail Studio. This building exudes care, nurturing and flexibility in its planning and details, allowing movement, activity and discovery. Detail Studio has created a delightful and engaging learning environment through a thoughtful journey with their client and school community. Congratulations once again to the team. And the third commendation goes to Craigmore High School STEM project by Tridente Boyce. This is a bold and carefully controlled transformation of an old-style cellular learning building to a flexible, open and light-filled learning space within a very limited budget. The jury commends this highly effective and transformational outcome for this traditional school environment. Congratulations, Tridente Boyce. The first award goes to Kildare College Brigadine Centre by Walter Brook. Walter Brook have worked closely with their client to deliver a new learning environment that complements and enhances its campus context, providing a new identity and multiple learning opportunities. External treatments are considered and honest in their expression, while internal planning is highly effective and functional, providing a variety of learning areas that are both flexible and purposeful. Congratulations, Walter Brook. An award also goes to Pulteney Grammar Middle School by JPE Design Studio. JPE Design Studio have managed an evolving brief to deliver a highly successful learning environment that transforms its campus setting with simplicity, elegance and confidence. An energetic and transparent ground plane opens and connects previously landlocked buildings and outdoor spaces, providing a significant and successful landscape for staff and students. Congratulations once again to JPE Design Studio. And the highest honour in this category, the Dr. John Mayfield Award for Educational Architecture, goes to Pembroke Middle School Redevelopment by Grieve Gillette Anderson. This project creates generous and ambitious spaces, celebrating and enhancing the school's teaching and learning philosophy. The unique triangular site has been successfully transformed to create an exciting and fun building that is strong and seamlessly connected across its campus. Grieve Gillette Anderson have successfully collaborated with their client and builder to create this transformative project that reinvents its school master plan to create a generous, aspirational and highly successful building that sets a benchmark for contemporary learning. Congratulations, Grieve Gillette Anderson. And I'm joined now by Dimity Anderson and the team. Congratulations, guys. Very glad you managed to orchestrate the balloon popping there. Now, Dimity, tell us a little bit about the client's aspirations for this project, if that's okay.
Well, firstly, we'd like to thank the Institute and the jurors for their time and consideration on this project, and we'd really like to thank our client, Pembroke School, for a fun and rewarding journey that we've been on for many years. In terms of the project, it pretty much captures the energy and vitality of youth, which is their middle school cohort. And the building is dynamic, it's creative, and it's demonstrating lots of different innovations in terms of materials and spaces.
And what do you as a practice love most about creating great spaces for teaching and for learning?
Well, that's a good question for the team.
Sorry to put you on the spot there.
No, we actually love seeing the students enter the building on the very first day. It was absolutely magic, and I think the size of the space, the views, the different colours, everything was like a whole new journey for them, which was wonderful for us to see that on their faces.
And I'm getting the sense, just from the vibe in the room there, that this is a particularly important project for the team. You guys seem very invested in it. I mean, what does it mean to you to receive this accolade?
Oh, it's enormously rewarding. It's a huge team effort for the team here, for our client, Pembroke School, who's represented over here with Peter, and also our collaboration with Sarah Construction was enormously rewarding.
Wonderful. Well, look, congratulations once again, and thank you so much for making the time to chat to us again with those balloons. Very well stage managed. The next two categories are residential architecture, multiple housing and houses new. Let's take a look at the nominations in these two categories. Tikaturka Student Accommodation by Phillips Pilkington Architects. Kodo Apartments by Woods Bagot. Karakalinga Beach House by Grieve Gillette Anderson. Satayama Crow's Nest by John Adam Architect. Spinifex House by Cab Architects. Nico Retreat by Max Pritchard Gunner Architects. Wall House 2 by Nathan Etherington Architect. And Fleuriot White House by Taylor Buchtman Architecture. The same panel of jurors assessed both of these categories, multiple housing and houses new. And in the category of multiple housing, they have awarded one commendation, which goes to Kodo Apartments by Woods Bagot. In a growing cityscape of multi-storey buildings in Adelaide's CBD, this building provides a cleverly articulated built form with considered opportunities in the creation of both private and communal spaces. The jury noted the relief provided by the podium, offering a popular community space not usually successful in multi-residential tower developments. Congratulations, Woods Bagot. And in the category of residential architecture, houses new, the jury has awarded 3 commendations and the named award. The first commendation goes to Satayama Crow's Nest by John Adam Architect. The jury commends this simple, understated pavilion, situated in a vast native and agricultural landscape, where the architect's personal connection and contribution to the project is evident in the finely crafted response to the client brief. Congratulations once again to John Adam Architect. The second commendation goes to Fleuriot White House by Taylor Buchtman Architecture. This simple built form encases beautifully crafted internal spaces for both entertaining and respite from working life on the land. The restrained approach results in a low-key but considered response to the site, expressing both clients' and designers' nuances of personal involvement and history. Congratulations, Taylor Buchtman Architecture. And the third commendation goes to Nico Retreat by Max Pritchard Gunner Architects. Perched on the southern edge of the Fleuriot Peninsula, next to Deep Creek Conservation Park, restrained internal spaces have breathtaking views over a private cove across to Kangaroo Island. The curved roof form is reminiscent of the rolling hills and ocean waves, giving the building an instantly recognisable identity and sense of place. Congratulations, Max Pritchard Gunner Architects. And the highest honour in this category, the John S. Chappell Award for Residential Architecture, Houses New, goes to Spinifex House by Cab Architects. Spinifex House is the new kid on the block, an unexpected and well-considered house along a prominent beachside streetscape in Adelaide's west. Overshadowed by taller houses, buffeted by sea breeze and scorched by setting sun, the new house rises to all these challenges with an understated response. Spinifex House is an effortless play of materials that are considered yet simple in detail and finish, expressing both solidity and lightness, refinement and honesty. The result is a restrained and tasteful revisit of the modern Australian shack aesthetic. Congratulations, Cab Architects. And I'm joined now by Kirsty Hewitt and the team at Cab. Hi guys, congratulations. You guys are also winning my prize tonight for the most enthusiastic practice to receive an award. So well done on that score as well. Now, it looks like a beautiful project, and you know, the jury citation, I have to admit, you know, I loved reading. It was very well written, and it talked about the challenging nature of the site where this project is located. Can you talk to us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so the site is equally amazing and challenging.
And windy and
yeah.
sunny.
Yeah, windy, sunny, like shocking weather and amazing views, and incredible reserve next door to the house, and a towering house on the north side blocking all the north sun. So lots of kind of pluses and minuses of the site that had to be managed and worked through. Yeah.
Well, it's an incredible response. Can you tell us how the clients responded to it?
They're here!
Hello! Come on over and say a few words if you'd like. Oh, no pressure.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, they like it. Okay, relief. Fantastic. And is there anyone in particular you'd like to acknowledge?
Craig Berryman, Custom Build Projects. He's our builder. Amazing builder. He's done a fair bit of work for us, and he's brilliant to work with, and we couldn't have done it without him.
Oh, fantastic. And can I ask, what does it mean to the practice to receive the named award in this category?
It's incredible. We're a small practice, and we try very hard on our projects. I guess, yeah, we really value doing a great job for our clients and the sites that we work on. So winning this is really quite amazing for us.
Oh, fantastic. Well, congratulations once again to the team. Sorry, does anyone else want to say anything? No? Well, I saw that. All right, well, thanks, guys. Congratulations and enjoy the night.
Thank you.
Thanks for that message, Cab, and congratulations once again. And the final category of this evening is public architecture. Let's take a look at the nominees. Oakland Station by Cox Architecture. Memorial Drive Centre Court redevelopment by Cox Architecture. Salisbury Community Hub by Hassel. Payinthi by JPE Design Studio. Port Pirie Sports Precinct by Katanoo and Peddlethorpe, Melbourne. The Lights Community and Sports Centre by Studio 9 Architects. And U-City by Woods Bagot. In the category of public architecture, the jury have awarded 2 commendations, 1 award and the named award. The first commendation goes to Oakland Station by Cox Architecture. A prominent landmark for Marion, the station's folded roof form responds to the safety requirements of a railway line while creating a visual statement and sense of arrival. The jury commends this project as a demonstration of the impact of good design on infrastructure and the public realm. Congratulations, Cox Architecture. And a commendation is also awarded to Payinthi by JPE Design Studio. Through a carefully crafted folding screen, which traces an abstract silhouette around the forms of the adjacent heritage building, this bold and respectful expansion in the Prospect Town Hall precinct successfully showcases the activities within, invites community engagement, while also filtering and providing solar control. Congratulations once again, JPE Design Studio. And an award for public architecture goes to U-City by Woods Bagot. Functionally intricate and deeply aspirational, U-City has a commanding presence and confidently contributes to Adelaide's CBD skyline and streetscape. The three-dimensional nature of the facades is a subtle historical reference to the past built form on the site. The jury members were unanimous in their consideration of this project as a carefully and confidently executed public work of high calibre, and they applaud the architects for a sophisticated building that is both functional and elegant. Congratulations, Woods Bagot. And the highest honour in the category of public architecture, the Jack McConnell Award, goes to Salisbury Community Hub by Hassel. This centrepiece for a revitalised community precinct addresses a number of challenging functional requirements. The architects have ensured a strength and consistency of architectural and interior expression, from the external ground plane to the upper level. The expressive foyer allows daylight to permeate the building's spaces, making the activities of council staff and public apparent to each other. The design invites opportunities for community use, both internally and externally. The composition of the building with visual shifts, setbacks, and cantilevers off its strong horizontal plinth forms has successfully created a human scale to the large 4-storey building, befitting its function as a public facility. Congratulations, Hassel. And David Homburg and team join me now. Congratulations. Good to see the celebrations happening there. That's fantastic. David, can you give us a little bit of context? Can you give us a little bit of context? Oh, this is going to be another very noisy interview, which is great. I love it. Can you give us a little bit of context to this project? The jury obviously very impressed with the impact that it's having on the community there.
Yeah, look, I mean, it was a project that was all about community and just making a difference out there and being the first sort of big move in that community for a long time. It was a really fantastic project to be working on and contributing to a really cool bunch of people out at Salisbury. It was great.
Fantastic. And what kind of impact have you seen arising from this project already?
Look, it shifted the way that people use that town centre. The amount of people that go into that library and community space on a day-to-day basis is just amazing. Like literally from the day it opened, it's been full of people, it's been buzzing, all sorts of things.
And a collaborative project again. Is there anyone in particular that you'd like to acknowledge?
Oh, look, I mean, the council for making the first move to go and do this, I think that was pretty visionary on behalf of Salisbury Council. But I'd also like to thank a team that's sort of scattered across the country at the moment. We've got people watching from Brisbane, watching from Melbourne, a crew here in Adelaide. So, you know, there's people all over the place. There we go. I can see myself on the screen. So, no, some really good people. Hanson Youngkin as the builder, Think as the project managers. Yeah, a good project to work on. It's the sort of stuff we love doing.
And COVID notwithstanding, can you comment on the importance of architects in public placemaking?
Yeah, I think the sorts of things that we are able to do with these public buildings does help uplift and shift communities. And I think it's about listening to the community and really understanding what their needs are and responding to that. So it's great, fantastic project. So thank you very much.
Well, look, congratulations once again to you and the team, wherever the team may be this evening, and of course the client as well, on a truly well-deserved win. Enjoy the rest of the night, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Architects Inc. and your creative team for that video. Fantastic. Among the most creative we've seen as we've gone around the country over the last month or so. And we're just about to get Nicolette Delernia on the line so we can find out who has won tonight's competitions. But while we get her on the line, here's a couple of messages from the award sponsors.
For more than 40 years, Plan Cover has been committed to assisting architects to identify and manage the varied and complex risks which they encounter in professional practice. From the placement of insurance and the provision of technical advice, through to our innovative risk management program, we are dedicated to supporting our architects. Planned Cover, owned by the Institute, protecting the profession.
And I am joined now by Nicolette Delernia. Nicolette, thanks so much for joining us.
Hi Viv, and thank you so much. You've done an amazing job again tonight. Well done.
Oh, that's very kind of you. What I would love to know though, Nicolette, is how amazing a job did the members do tonight with these fantastic competitions you have been running?
Well, it has been hotly contested and I'm so pleased. I'm so impressed with the depth of knowledge and the participation rate. It has been really fantastic.
Terrific. And do we have a winner for the mystery? Oh, okay. Who is it?
We do. So, look, we had a couple of really tight entries and we have checked this very carefully, but I can say that the winner of the $1,000 prize from Rev Roofing is Flight Path Architects.
Woohoo!
And they were followed very closely by a couple of other entries from GGA and from Lou Balsamo. But unfortunately, Flight Path for them just pipped them at the post. But our bonus prize winner, who guessed the connecting theme between all of the projects, which was that they have won an Enduring Architecture Award, is Grief Gillette Anderson. So that just adds to a very good night for them.
It has been an extremely big night for the team, hasn't it? Yes, everyone's been having a good celebration. And we did have another competition tonight, which was the architectural prop. And I had predictions about people going crazy with butter paper. Was I right?
No, look, to be honest, we have not got a single person who's put their entry in. So come on, people, show us your Instagram posts, get on with it. You've got till the end of this evening and we will work that out tomorrow morning when we have clear heads.
Okay, I love your work. There is still time. Just looking at the live crosses tonight, I think people have been very busy celebrating, so not so focused on the selfies. But good to know that there is still a bit of time. And Nicolette, look, to close off, obviously this is a very different way that the awards have been presented this year. Do you have a message to the members watching tonight?
Yeah, look, I think keep up the great work. Architects do an amazing job. They bring people together, they work across incredibly complicated programs to deliver amazing results for people, often results that far exceed the expectations of the original client brief, and they bring joy, they improve our environment and they build our communities. So keep up that fantastic work. Love what you do. And it's been a real honour to be able to showcase these projects this year, even if it's been in slightly different circumstances.
Well, yes, and on that note, I know that the team at Woods Bagot do have their wonderful sculpture for the City of Adelaide prize, but for the other winners tonight, will they be getting their certificates or something similar at an event shortly?
They will. So a bit later on in the year, we are going to do a live event. I don't think giving people certificates via courier is very good, Viv. So we're going to do something that celebrates their fantastic achievements, brings people together. Luckily, in South Australia, we are in a good position. So let's hope that keeps up. Everyone keep up the great work. And we really look forward to seeing you all and being able to give you those recognitions of your wonderful work in person.
Fantastic. Well, look, a big congratulations to you and your team, and of course all of the jurors who've pulled all of this together in the circumstances. And Nicolette, I think you can now go and enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you.
Absolutely. Cheers. Thanks, Viv.
Well, I'd like to thank you all for joining us this evening as we've celebrated architecture across South Australia. It's fantastic to see so many of the members joining us, but also people from beyond South Australia and even overseas. I hope you've enjoyed the night. I'd like to congratulate all of the winners and all of the members who've entered these awards. And I'd also like to thank the national corporate partners and the local supporters who've made tonight possible. Thanks so much. And a reminder that the Festival of Architecture continues over the next couple of weeks. I do hope you can join me tomorrow night for the New South Wales Architecture Awards, and next week we have a very big week with Queensland on Thursday and Victoria on Friday night. So charge your glasses and settle in for 2 great nights. In the meantime, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay safe and see you soon.
You've been watching the 2020 South Australian Architecture Awards, proudly supported by BlueScope, Brickworks, Endurix, Lysard, Fielders, and Bondor, Built Environment Channel, Planned Cover and Architecture Media, as well as Revolution Roofing and the City of Adelaide.